What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to talk about union culture in society. Why are we going to talk about union culture in society? Because if you are in a labor union in the United States, we have some exciting times ahead of us. And we can take lessons from current events because things are happening right now in other countries that have a different dynamic when it comes to society and how they view working people. Right now here in the United States, we enjoy an 80% approval rating for unions amongst society, amongst the people. And so it's imperative that we cultivate that pro-union culture. And so we can take lessons from other countries. I don't know if you guys are aware, but in Sweden, workers that work at Tesla are striking Tesla because Elon Musk refuses to sign a contract or to negotiate a contract with the workers. And in Scandinavia, there's a different attitude about unions and about work and about working conditions and about respect for the worker and a proper, fair contract. And so we're going to discuss this because right now, like I said, current events are going on that can inform us. And I was browsing my Twitter as always, and one of my favorite accounts to follow is More Perfect Union, and they actually shared a TikTok where they went over there and spoke to workers and citizens in Sweden about the situation. And I want you to listen to how they talk about it. So let's listen in.
Elon Musk is suing the Swedish government is just a laugh.
This may have gotten lost in the Elon Musk discourse, but the billionaire has in fact sued the government of Sweden, where members of the industrial labor union Metal have
so Elon Musk has
launched the first ever strike against Tesla. This is big for Sweden.
So Elon Musk has sued the government in Sweden over this unionization effort and the contract and the way that his company is being struck in Sweden. Let's keep listening.
A country with labor rights that are a strong part of the culture, and a history of companies and employees coming together to collectively bargain in good faith. So, when the historically anti-union Musk refused to adhere to Swedish culture and agree to a contract, you can imagine citizens had something to say about it.
What do I want to say to Elon? You're not the god of this place, and not of any place really, but I mean, you can't just barge in here and think that you get to set the rules. Grow up.
I think that Metal is doing the right thing. We have a way of doing things here in Sweden that is very important to keep the structure for the employees so they get the rights and everything, all the benefits. So I think it's the correct thing to do for Metal. And I don't know why Tesla is making such a fuss.
I think that Tesla should follow the rules in Sweden.
My opinion about strike against Tesla is very... I like the strike because it's very important here in Sweden that we have these form of insurance when we are working.
Over here, we have a model that's been in place for decades, if not centuries, that you have to give workers fair conditions. And yeah, so I'm really proud of the union.
Read up about the Swedish way of doing things, and there's a lot of big companies that have benefited from this from before, and so just read up on the way we do things. It's a great way.
Well, my message to Elon Musk is get real.
Follow the rules, Elon Musk.
So you can see how the citizens over there in Sweden view unions and their benefit. And I don't know if you've ever looked at like the happiest people on earth, but they're in Scandinavia. You know, the Danish folks and the Swedes. You know, they got very good healthcare. They got free college. They got people that come and help you when your family has a child. I think it's a year or better maternity leave. I mean, they've got some really good conditions, and it's because of their unionization. They got 90% of their workforce is union. 90%. And there was a tweet that came out today that talked about basically that solidarity. Remember, I just told you 90% of their jobs are unionized. And across Scandinavia, they show solidarity with each other. And so the strike at Tesla is not just staying at the manufacturing plant, it's also the shipping. Right now, they tweeted out breaking Danish dock workers and truck drivers have stopped transporting Teslas bound for Sweden. Denmark's biggest union joins Swedish workers in striking Tesla as anger at Musk's refusal to bargain spreads across Scandinavia. Workers in Norway could also take action soon. Again, we're talking about solidarity across industries and across jurisdictions and across country lines, but there's a solidarity amongst the working class in Scandinavia, and they're showing us what that power looks like. Elon Musk is a very powerful guy with a company that he rules, and he exploits the workers. You know, he fights unions tooth and nail. He's trying to do it over there in Scandinavia, and he's having a hell of a time to the tune that now he felt that he needed to sue the government in order for them to step in and stop this. I don't think it's going to be successful when you have 90% of the workforce in Scandinavia as unions, and that type of positive view of the unions and involvement in the unions and the solidarity that they show across the board. It's something that we can learn from, especially those of us who are in unions, who want to see unions continue to fight and gain strength, and for the union movement to spread across this country. You know, right now we're at 10% union density pretty much across all fields in the private sector. 90% in Scandinavia, look at the conditions that they have. 10% in America, and we can't get health care. We can't get anything that the public wants because corporations rule this country, because we stay distracted and disjointed and not sharing solidarity with each other over dumb petty beefs or jealousy or whatever nonsense we get fed. We have to stop doing that. As working people here in this country, we have to support working people. We have to support each other. We got to be involved as union members. We got to really be involved and take control of our unions. And when I say take control of, I mean to make sure that our unions are representing the membership and doing the best to get the best for their membership, because that is what we are called to do. It's in our founding documents, and we need to live up to that. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight is not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to be solidarity that wins always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I front and center. Peace.